Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's January 3rd, 2012, Tuesday morning, and it's a risk-on type day today. We've got outside markets certainly indicating some strength here. We've got crude oil up sharply over $2.50, basically because of the Iran-U.S. tensions. Equity markets are sharply higher as EU stock markets are mixed, however, but U.S. 200-point higher is what the Dow is talking and looking like right now, and because of strong Chinese manufacturing data. The dollar is weaker, down 30 to 40 points, and weather conditions in South America are certainly mixed. The Argentine weather is still bullish. Brazilian weather, however, not so bullish for soybeans. They had 95% coverage of rain here over the weekend, and looking for some additional showers here 5 to 7 days out. Now, the 7-day forecast for Argentina is where it could get a little bit dicey, as some forecasters are putting in rain for that period of time for Argentina. We're still going to see some crop deterioration this week. Temperatures are relatively high, and no rain is in the forecast for most of Argentina, and that could support corn prices and soybean prices here in the U.S. We did get some Brazilian export data for December over the weekend, showed that exports of soybeans and corn out of Brazil was less than November and considerably less than a year ago. So certainly not a real positive number there, but overall expect grain prices to be higher here this morning. Corn, some calls that we're getting is 5 to 7 higher. Soybeans now have calls have increased since earlier. We're now 10 to 13 higher in soybeans. Wheat market higher as well. Commitment of Traders report was out on Friday afternoon, showed that the funds increased their long positions by about 22,000 contracts in corn last week, and soybeans increased 21,000 contracts, and they also reduced their short positions in wheat by about 13,000 contracts. So giving and starting out the new year here with the idea that funds may come back in, do some buying in the commodity markets, and giving us some initial support. I think the bottom line here is where we end up at the end of the day. We've got a lot of emotion coming into today, closing out the year with a very strong market, and weather conditions changing somewhat in South America could hamper this rally, but a lot of excitement here this morning. Also, remember, we've got the USDA's January supply-demand report coming out on the 12th of January, next week, Thursday morning. That will be key as we look at wheat stocks, we look at ending stocks in corn and soybeans, we look at feed usage. Some real important numbers will be coming out at that point in time, and it'll be a final number here for U.S. Production for this 2011 year. So look for volatility here today to start out. Certainly a stronger market as we get out of the chute here and start the trading at 9:30 in the grains. In the livestock, quiet there as far as news goes. We did have some cash cattle trade late on Friday, and reports that we were hearing it was as much as $2 lower in the cash markets compared to a week ago. Packers were not very aggressive, and feedlots still at a standoff, expecting steady to higher prices compared to the previous week. The cutout values didn't give us any change there. Choice was unchanged. Select was up just slightly. Pork cutout values did have a drop of 87 cents. We'll see how cash markets work there this morning. We're looking at cash hogs at steady to a little higher here this morning. Futures, I would think, in both cattle and hogs are going to start out stronger at 9:05 as outside markets are going to lead the way, and the overall excitement of commodities and the outside risk-on type attitude by investors will give us some support in the livestock markets as well. So look for a start here of a higher market today, and then we'll have to be concerned about where we end, because if we would start to get some profit taking here later on, and also remember that the index funds are going to have to do some reallocation, rebalancing here the next several days. That suggests they're going to have to sell some 20,000 contracts of corn here over the next 10 days. So monitor that closely and keep in touch with Allendale Research. We'll help you out any way we can. Also a reminder, the Allendale Conference coming up here on January 20th, 21st. Don't forget to get your seats, get your tickets there. Hotel rooms are actually filling up rather quickly, so give us a call if you got any questions. You can reach us at 800-262-7538. We wish you a very successful trading day and the start of the new year. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you.